All models of the Wessex CRX multi-cut mowers are available in 3 different options, being each deck can be fitted with 4 fully cast ring wheels, 2 full width rollers, or as shown in this picture, the combination machine, which has wheels at the front of the deck and a full width roller at the rear. All models with front wheels fitted to the deck also have the adjustable anti-scalp roller, which is fitted in the middle of the deck, which stops the machine scalping if there is an undulation between the wheels. Height adjustment on the front wheels is by means of these spacers. There are 3 different size spacers: the 25mm, 12.5mm and 6mm, and a combination of any of those spacers can be fitted below the wheel arm to set the desired cutting height. The wheels are fitted with a solid puncture-proof tyre. The rear roller adjustment is set on this screw thread mechanism. There is a screw thread at the top to adjust the roller up and down, and a pinch bolt to lock it in the desired position. There is a series of notches here, and the spacing between the notches is 12.5mm. So depending on the desired cutting height, this is adjusted up and down and locked off in relation to this little triangle marker. Each deck has got 3 overlapping rotors, which ensures that there's no uncut strips of grass between the rotors. One of the secrets of the success of the machine is the very high blade tip speed. The blade tip is spinning at 98 meters per second, which is a very, very fast blade tip speed, which allows a very fine finish at a fast forward speed. And the upturn on the back of the blade, turning at such speed, gives a very strong suction effect to lift the grass up for a clean cut, and the same air is blasting through the deck to give an even distribution of clippings. The unique Wessex tornado vent system, which is this series of slots in the front of the deck, is a cleverly designed feature ensuring that air can pass through the front of the machine to the blades, even when cutting in long grass, when grass can form a wall at the front of the machine which restricts the airflow. This means that the Wessex machine will still perform in long grass because the air can still get in to the blades, to ensure the strong suction effect to cut the grass and then pass on through the deck to clear the clippings. Each spindle has an anti-scalp disc, which is to protect the turf when cutting very low. This machine will cut down to 12mm, and the bolt head is the lowest point, and it can leave lines in the turf, whereas the anti-scalp disc will ensure the turf is not marked, and will also act as an anti-scalp device when going over an undulation. Each deck is fitted with 2 belts, which are both tensioned simultaneously by sliding the gearbox mounting plate. To tension, you need to loosen the 4 bolts, then adjust this thread which pulls the gearbox back to tension the belts, then retighten the 4 bolts. All the spindles are greasable from above the deck. As shown with the stickers, there are holes cut in the guards to allow access to the grease nipples without removing the guards. When in work, all the decks can float independently to follow the ground contours. The wing decks are mounted on this gimbal mechanism, where there's a pin going through that way to allow the deck to float front and back, and there are 2 pins down here which allow the deck to float from side to side. It is important to have the hydraulics set in the tractor in float mode, which allows the wing to ride up and down in work for accurate contour following. The rear deck can also float to follow the ground contours in work. These horizontal slots at the top allow the deck to float from front to back, and these vertical slots at the bottom allow it to float from side to side. These vertical pillars with a pivot point in the middle carry a patent on their design. This allows the rear deck to twist to follow the direction of travel when turning. This feature is called the Wessex rear steer. The CRX 410 is fitted with low ground pressure tyres for minimal turf compaction when working in wet conditions. The wheels and tyres are rated for road speeds of up to 40 km an hour. The axle is also fitted with a suspension unit for road travel. It is important that the machine is set level when in work. As different tractors have different height drawbars, the machine is fitted with a series of holes so the drawbar can be adjusted. The PTO shaft is fitted with a wide angle joint which allows the machine to turn very tightly at the end of a row, leaving no uncut area of grass before returning. This is called the Wessex tight turn system. It is very important that the link arms of the tractor remain in their highest setting, so when a sharp corner is turned, the arms do not hit the PTO shaft.